What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I have another great video for you guys today. We're going to be going over some gameplay from my stream this past weekend. I was playing some Players Lounge games, which, by the way, if you guys don't know what Players Lounge is, it's a website where you guys can go, you guys can play money for cash and prizes. They also host tournaments all the time. You guys can play for as little as $1 all the way up to whatever amount that you want. It's a very, very safe way to play for money on Madden 21 if that's what you guys are into. So all of the information for Players Lounge and everything related to it is going to be in the description below. And speaking of Players Lounge, I also have a $100 subscriber only tournament. It's going to be played on Xbox, hosted by Players Lounge this upcoming Saturday, January 16th. So if you guys want to participate in that, all the information for that will be in the description as well. Make sure you guys go in there, check that out. Other than that, I do have an amazing video for you guys. Like I said, it's a Players Lounge money game. I play these very, very often on my streams. If you guys want to go check out my streams too, it's twitch.tv/Primroze. I stream every single day at 9 p.m. Pacific. Like I said, this was an insane game. I honestly wanted to quit the game probably 3 or 4 times throughout the video, but we stuck through it, and in the end, well, I'll just let you guys watch to see what happens. But I can tell you guys right now, I went into like triple overtime, which was absolutely insane, especially for like a $1 game on Players Lounge. It was actually kind of crazy that this happened. But let's go straight into the gameplay, go straight into the commentary, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as well as leave a comment down below. It helps me out a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, so right here, starting off the video, you guys can see that I am using the San Francisco 49ers, my favorite team, and my opponent is going to be using the Saints. So what I love doing most about using the 49ers is obviously running with Mostert. You can see that I do that there with those very first 2 plays, but it doesn't work out very well. And then on the 3rd play right there, I actually end up throwing a pick, which isn't a great way to start off this game, but you know, it's okay. We'll see where we go from here. So my opponent does do this toss, and this is one of the plays that he does throughout the entire gameplay. So he does some weird stuff like this too. Like he backs up really, really far, throws it right there, gets that first down, backs up again, super, super far, no clue what for, throws it to Kamara right there in the front, which, by the way, throughout the entire game, he loves throwing it to Kamara. So now we are just, you know, trying to see what we can get here on defense. I'm not playing the best defense. Like I said, I'm not a great defensive player. I'm not even a great offensive player, but try to do whatever I can. But he throws it right there, it gets the first down, and then next thing you know, he's at 2nd and goal. All right, and I already threw a pick. We're already in the 2nd quarter. I'm in 2nd and goal, and our opponent does score. So here's his first field goal of the game, and he actually does go and miss this, which is going to be a pattern throughout the entire gameplay. But go ahead, run with Mostert, and I get pretty far. I try to stop and go right here, but I actually am lagging pretty bad. I don't know where this guy is located, but I was lagging really, really bad throughout this whole game. So it was really, really hard for me to be able to do the timing for my stop and go. But I do end up going and getting 6 right there, and then we kick that 1 field goal. Unlike my opponent, I did make that field goal for that extra point. So back on defense right here, we're trying to stop anything that my opponent can do. He does end up running with his quarterback, running with Drew Brees, and he does a weird dive right here, which for some reason I had 3 dudes right on top of him, and we don't get a fumble there, which I thought was a really weird animation, but doesn't matter. It's totally fine. He does that dive toss again for a run outside, doesn't really get any yards, does this weird throw delay. I don't know what it was, but ends up getting the first right there. Does that toss again, goes ahead, gets the first down. Now I'm trying to get a single stop that I can on him, and like I said, that I'm not very, very good with defense. He scores. He goes ahead and scores right there. So now we are back on offense. Of course, I'm going to try to do my favorite run play with Mostert, which is stretch to the outside. For 4th down right here, I actually do throw a little corner route to Kittle, and Kittle ends up getting hit pretty hard, but luckily he doesn't fumble for that, so I keep that first down. All right, so now I click mesh post once again. I have B open, so I throw it over to Bourne, and then after this I do power O to Mostert running inside, and I actually get hit stick and fumble on the goal line, which is very, very weird. It's happened to me twice before. I was very, very sure that I was in and that I had that touchdown right there, but it was a really, really weird animation. We're able to hold my opponent to the 4th down but he does end up passing and getting the first, which is very, very unfortunate. But he throws this over the shoulder crazy pass over to Kamara, ends up getting the first down right there, and then misses the field goal for the end of the second quarter in order to gain those 3 points. And those 3 points are going to become very, very crucial towards the end of this game here. He does keep running, like I said, like this weird toss kind of inside run for the first down. It's very, very odd. 90% of his throws, 90% of his plays are to his running back Kamara. So Kamara is definitely someone that I'm keeping my eyes on this entire time, but we do end up getting a stop right here. We hold him to 4th and 24, and he does end up punting the ball back to us. So now we are back on offense, and this is where I can make up the gain of those 6 points. So I do call another mesh post right here, but of course Lauren is not open again. He's being guarded by 2 dudes, but you know, I'm still blind. I still throw it somehow, and then it gets picked off. So my opponent is back on offense right here. We're trying to get as many stops as we can on him, but he does get those yards that he needs for that touchdown, which is very unfortunate for us. But he ends up going for 2 right here, and he does get it. So, you know, he makes up for that one missed field goal that he had at the very beginning of the game. But I go ahead to throw a mesh post again, and I do have X wide open over the top. So I possession catch that one, go ahead and dive for that. It's really, really nice catch right there. Nice first down. Then we go ahead with Warren, try to do the stop and go right there. Didn't really get it. Like I said, I was lagging this entire game, but we do go ahead and get that touchdown right there needed for those extra 7 points. So now I'm only 7 behind my opponent instead of the 14 that we were before. But now back on defense, trying to stop Kamara once again, which he's doing this toss pass, and I just honestly cannot stop the toss at all. So trying to do as much as we can on defense. My opponent is gaining a bunch of yards right here, throws it for a first down right there. Now my opponent is at 1st and goal, running with Kamara. He tries to dead leg. Unfortunately, it's not as effective as the stop and go, like you guys know, and he does end up getting those 7 points. So now it's 14-28. I'm down 14 points. I'm 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. I throw it to Bourne. I do a stop and go. He's wide open. He has all of this field right in front of him, and I do get that touchdown needed. So now we're only 7 points behind instead of those original 14. So my opponent back on offense doesn't get anything. His very first drive doesn't get anything back on offense, and we do hold him to the 4th down, which means he punts the ball back. I don't know why he would punt the ball back on 4th and 4, but he punts the ball back. We're back on offense. Throw another little mesh post right there. Samuel is wide open. It is absolutely insane. We have Kittle open on a corner route. So I throw Kittle one more time. I have 14 seconds left right now. I'm keeping close eye on that clock. I throw it to Bourne. Bourne is wide open. I go out of bounds right here just to be safe. I'm so scared of the clock. I have 1 play left, 5 seconds left. Running with Mostert. I end up being pushed into the end zone. Don't know how. So now the game is tied. We are tied. We go into overtime. I end up actually receiving the ball first. So I keep running with Mostert. It's what I know how to do best. It's the safest play for me. I run left, I run right, I flip it, and then I can't seem to get the yards that I need. So we're held to 3rd. I have to pass right here. I do an unfortunate throw out of sack, pick. Now my opponent is on offense, and I think it's the end of the game right here. Of course, this is another one of those times where I just wanted to quit the game, but I just kept in it and stuck through it. And my opponent is gaining yard by yard, first by first, and it's very, very frustrating for me right here, but he doesn't have anything open. So he goes ahead, runs with Breeze again. This time he dives, and this time he actually does fumble the ball, and D Ford picks it up. We actually get the ball back in our possession, which is huge for us. So I'm looking right here to see what's going to be open. We actually do throw a short little route to Ayuk. And then next thing you know, mesh post again. We got Ayuk open again. I don't know why I threw that. I had B wide open over the center, but through Ayuk, I was very, very confident in Ayuk's abilities to catch that one. But now we're on 3rd down again, and I have to throw a corner route to Kittle, but I gain the first, and we're running back with Mostert to the outside for that first down. And we do get hit really, really hard, but it's okay. I go back to power. Oh, I bounce off 2 of my own dudes, and somehow I score. Somehow I make it into the end zone, and somehow that is the end of the game. It was an absolutely insane gameplay. Like I said, like I told you guys, I had no clue what I was doing half the time. I am not a very good defensive player. I don't know what defense to play most of the time. I usually only do one thing, which is that nickel normal cover 3 cloud that K-Mac told me about probably 3 months ago, but it was okay. We ended up winning that game. It was $1. It was a game for $1. It was an absolute nail biter. My stream was going absolutely crazy that entire game. It was a very, very, very fun game to play on stream. But like I said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.